Then we went by the Vanness booth, and I was thinking about buying this Vanness and rickshaw bag. I really liked it. And I think I waited too long because by the time I came back when I decided I wanted it, it was gone. But I did get some ink samples. By the time I got there, there weren't that many left, but I got Robert Oster Sinner's Dream, Kobe Nagisa Gray, Robert Oster Vanness Venom, KWZ Honey, and Kobe Kitsui Biotope. So I will be swatching these in a different video. Then was a Sakura Dragon event and met some ladies, and I went to dinner with them at HL Peninsula Pearl. It was delicious. Moving on to day 3, I stopped by this booth. I wasn't actually there to buy anything, but I happened to walk by and I saw something that caught my eye. The booth is Wacky Mail Pop, sticker and stationery lifestyle shop. But what caught my eye was this. There's a girl in a hanbok. Hanbok is a Korean traditional wear. And I was like, say what? And so I had to stop. This is East Asia. So you see all Vietnam, the Great Wall of China, Korea and their temples, Mount Fuji, Sakura. I actually just bought this sticker for that right there. Come to find out, this husband and wife team, they lived in Korea for 7 years. Tell me that's not crazy. So while I was there, I saw this. So this is a sticker sheet. You add the stickers to this set. I'm not describing that right. So it has this backdrop. It's like a room. And then you add these stickers to build a room. Isn't that clever? So I thought my daughter might like this. If she doesn't, I'm going to use all of this. Because it has coffee, a recycle bin, tables, all this dessert thing. So I thought that was fun. Don't even remember their names, but they were very kind, nice. Everyone was kind and nice. I'm telling you, this was just such a good experience for me. I cannot state that enough. And then while I was there, this caught my eye in Korean. So I got these, and these are these Korean stickers. So I got those at Wacky Mail Pop. Okay, I think this was actually for Saturday. LCN design. Oh my god, the line was so long. And I realized it's because it was just one little booth and a one-man show running it. Once people got there, they had a hard time deciding what they wanted. But this is what I got. Hi, Phil. So I met Phil, his kid. I'm not going to say his name in case they don't want me to. And I met his wife, the designer. Super sweet. So let me open it up. I love this. So this is the black one. So they had a black one and a brown one. By the time I got there, only the black one was available. And that ended up okay, and I'll tell you why in just a second. Tell me that's not the cutest. LCN 2026. Look at this little pouch. Is that not the cutest thing? But wait. There's more. You open it up. This comes in a cute little muslin bag. But look! Oh my god, can you even? And it says 2026. I can't read it. Can you read it? It says LCN design. You know what? I'm going to take a picture of it and then try to enlarge it and see if I can see it better that way. LCN Design Studio and Sakura something. But look at this. It's like a traveler's notebook with the little charm. Tell me that's not the cutest thing. And then it comes with 3 extra books, gray, cream. Wait, there's more. Comes with this little notepad. Hang on. The first sheet is a vellum, but then they're all notes that you can just add into your planner. They're all repeating, and it's got the star right there. Wait, but there's more. This is so cute. Oh, this is what it looks like. This is LCN Design Presents. You guys ready for this? Look! Look at this stamp. Tell me that's not the cutest thing. But look at these. Look at these cute little designs. You can stamp in your book. Oh my god. The best. So this came as a set and it was exclusive, and I know it sold out early, but tell me that is not the cutest thing ever. So glad I grabbed one of these while I could, because when we went back to look again, they were all sold out. I think they sold out really early. And I got to meet Phil. He's hilarious. And I was supposed to karaoke with him, but I was too tired and went to bed. So it came with these, and then it also came with this washi tape. They're called label stickers. No. They had these in strips so you could decide what you want. And then look, these are all stickers. Isn't that adorable? That came with this kit as well. And then I bought a charm. So this is an LCN design. www. This is SakuraInei.com. That was what was on the little traveler's notebook. And this charm is San Francisco Stationery Fest, LCN design. It's like a ticket. So cute, look. So I got to decide where I'm going to put that. So precious. And then this was their business card. It's letterpressed and it's got gold foiling on there. And then they gave me this and they gave me one to give to my daughter. And then I also got this. It's a little mini ink pad by LCN Design Studio. Customized ink pad. So let's open this up. I don't know if this is a dye ink. They had a few colors, but I just got one. I just wanted to try one. And I can always order more, I think, if I really like it. Oh, they're 2 different colors. Stamp on this. Maybe we'll do this, one of these. Let's do April's. Oh, you gotta clean it off first. I'm gonna just use the inside one. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Okay, now let me try the blue color. Or are you supposed to use both at the same time? Oh no, does that mean that the inks are gonna get smudged together? Oh, maybe that's how you're supposed to do it. Okay, so let's try this. Cute, cute, cute. Okay, so I can't go like tick, tick, tick. Feels like a chalk ink. I'm not sure. I'll have to look it up. Right next to LCN Design was a booth, and I was walking by on the way to a class or something. I can't remember. But I saw that they had Gilmore Girls stickers. Ling on Gilmore Girls is actually based off of a family friend. Her name is Helen Pye, and I knew her growing up. We have the exact same background, super religious family, super strict rules and guidelines of how to live life. I didn't watch Gilmore Girls when it first came out. I don't remember when it came out, but I didn't watch it until years later, and then I binged on it. While I was watching it, I was like, oh my God, this is the first time I feel like I'm being represented on TV. Not only is she Asian, but she lived my life. For example, we didn't get a TV until I was a senior in high school. High school people, if that gives you anything. And so I noticed that they had the Gilmore Girls stickers, and I was like, oh my gosh, Gilmore Girls. The lady there, her name is Bonnie. Hi, Bonnie. Said, here, this is for you. And she handed me this sticker. It says, will you be my Lorelai Gilmore? She just handed it to me. I wasn't even shopping there. I was walking by and I was like, oh my God, that is so sweet. So I went to my class and I came back and she was there. Hi, Renee. Hi, Cassandra. So these ladies are so funny. But I just have to tell you, I was cracking up by myself. This is Blue Printery. Hi there, I hope these goodies bring you joy. Please visit her. They are so nice. Oh my God, let me show you what I got. Okay, so of course I had to get the fountain pen enthusiast, and she showed me a fountain pen. It's a narwhal? I don't know how to say it, but I almost got that pen. Of course I had to get this ink enthusiast. I was cracking up. Isn't that hilarious? So that is my rule when I go to Target. I'm like, if I can't carry it, I can't buy it. Unless I know I'm going to buy something big. I love this. So this is the San Francisco Stationery Fest. I was cracking up. I was like, oh my gosh, that's so me. I love that. I saw this, having a weird mom builds character. I was like, oh my gosh, my kids always tell me that I am weird. And when they were younger, they used to be embarrassed of me. And so I was like, oh, I think my daughter might be the only one that puts this on her water bottle. So they suggested I get it and put it on the boys' water bottles. I have 4 kids, 3 boys and then a girl. And I should put this on each of their water bottles. Isn't that hilarious? Because I am unapologetic about me and my character and all of that good stuff. I got this. I began to realize how important it was to be an enthusiast in life. Ronald Dahl. I thought that was so good. But look at this. Emotional support, Hobonichi. How could I not get that? I want to go on a Ferris wheel press shopping spree. I love Ferris wheel. So they're a Korean ink brand, and that's kind of what their bottles look like. But they had punny things like this all over. For example, Cry Me a Tomoe River. Tell me that's not funny. And then it has all these papers. And then I got this for me and my girlfriend Autumn because I was like, shut up, you look great. And then I also got free creative encouragement, take what you need, clarity, joy, insight, inspiration, hope, enthusiasm. Love that. They gave me this, inaugural San Francisco Stationery Fest attendee. So I got one for me and for my daughter. We also got this, Your Art Matters. I love that. She was so nice. I have another part where she comes in the story, but look at this. I love it. What is it? That's what I always say. When my kids give me a gift, I'm like, oh my God, thank you so much. I love it. They're like, you didn't even open it. But you know what? I love it just because they even thought of me, right? So this is from Printery. Please go check them out. They are amazing. I also went to RIN Studio, R-I-N exclamation point studio. Hi, Leo. They had it all dialed in too. With all their washi tapes, everything, they had them all in books and they were like, here, take a look at our samples. And then they had them all numbered and just handed them out to us. So I got this one about food. Yum. Yum, yum, yum. And then I'm a coffee lover, so I had to get this coffee vinyl sticker. And they're all in these plastic sleeves. And then this is me doing nothing. I'm really good at that. And then I had to get this. This is a San Francisco SFStationeryFest. And then he had these and he said to take one. So I got one for me and one for my daughter. I also got this washi. It's a coffee washi. So let me open this up. I got my swatch ready for the RIN Studio. If I think it's gonna be a one-off, I'll just have them all grouped together, but I usually like a style of the creator, and I think I'm gonna like this style, so I just started one for RIN Studio. But look at that. Oh my God, adorable. Oh, it keeps going. When does it repeat? Oh, that's where it repeats. So I'm gonna put 2 layers there just to get a look because I'm not familiar with her style yet. So I got just this one washi from RIN Studio. And then I bought these. Hi, Leo. He is amazing. Such good energy. Okay, so I got these mini stamps from RIN Studio. And these are so cute. So let me show you how these work. Okay, I'm just gonna put it on this stamp pad. So it has this coffee, this green stamp drinking coffee, iced coffee, water, adult beverage, and milk. So what you do is you pull this off. So you go like this, and it's self-inking. You could just do one, coffee, this one, this one. Isn't that the cutest? Ooh, I didn't do that right, but you know what I mean. Okay, I'm gonna try it on white paper. Okay, so this is Midori paper. So let's stamp it on here. I cut down the pages of Hobonichi that I was not using. No, this is not Midori paper. This is Tomoe River paper. I cut down some of the pages of a book I was not using, and I just cut them down and put them on ring binders. So let's try this again. Okay, so I was probably pressing too hard. Look at how cute that is. Can you see that? Adorable, right? So then I also got one for the weather because I want to start including the weather in my planner. Here in San Diego, we usually have great weather. So this is what this looks like. I think it's cloudy and rainy. Ooh, I don't know what that is. Rainy, snow. I don't know. Isn't that funny? I don't even know what those are. Let's do this. Sun, rain, snow, cloudy, windy, I think. See that? And I'm sure that these are really juicy and I need to figure out how to stamp that without making a mistake, like with the edges. But yeah, I really like that. Okay, I went by MD Notebook because I had already purchased this. I took this with me and I was thinking about stamping in here. I love little things like this. I'm always wearing a fanny pack. I am that Asian with the big hat and things, but I wanted a clear cover for it and they had it in the A7. So I bought one and I know my daughter wanted one, so I got one for her. So these are the things that I got from MD Notebook, and they had this. Everything there was so pretty. They had some journals laid out. People's writings are amazing, amazing. I kind of wish I had taken a picture of Mikey's journal. Mikey is a friend of Cindy from Sakura Dragon. So Lisa from Vanness Pen Shop was teaching introductory to fountain pen class. And my girlfriend Autumn was new to fountain pens and I went because I've just been playing with fountain pens by myself. They handed out these stickers, vanness, 1938, family owned, and this, You Matter. I thought that was so cute. And they gave these notebooks out for us to write in. And I took my notes in this Rhodia notebook. I love this paper. And she was so nice. And Franz was also there acting as Vanna White. Hi, Franz. And I learned so much, even though I've been using fountain pens for a long time, over a decade. But I didn't really get into fountain pens until last year, no, 2024. But I learned so much from them. So thank you, Lisa. We were walking by Maido. They were doing an exclusive glow-in-the-dark Kueko. But there was a guy there that was a representative from Maruman, and he talked me into this book. You guys, I guess this just came out. You can perforate it. I love this. It had a little dot on there, but that's okay. This is only 10 bucks. And it has 150 sheets. I also got a little drawing book from them. Okay, I gotta write that down. There are things that I'm missing. And I go to the Maido in Orange County, but they have a big store in San Francisco, and they gave us this for free. So I wanted to open this up. Oh my gosh. Oh, look at this. It's like watercolor paper. Oh, gotcha. Okay. I love that. Thank you, Maido. And if I ever find that other little book, I'll let you know. So Yamamoto paper was there. I had them on my list to look for something. This is what I found. Guys, this is amazing. This is a hole punch. It can do A5 and all these other things. Let me show you. I thought this was incredible. This can do the multi-hole punch. It can do the A5, and it has rulers here, so you can do Bible, A5, but you can just put this in a ring punch, because right now I have a different hole punch for this, I have a different hole punch for that, and I thought that was so genius. So I got okay, so Rickshaw was there, and they had a lot of tables there, and they were releasing something new. So I stamped this from Rickshaw. Oh, I got it wet. So anyway, I was there looking at this because I wanted something for my fountain pens that would protect it. And I was talking to the owner's son, Harrison. Hi, Harrison. And he is so sweet. So I was like, oh, I'm thinking about it. But I had been looking at the one from Vanness, and it had ink bottles on it, but I wanted the big bag in that. So I was like, oh, I was looking at this. Oh, this reminds me of my mom. So my mom passed away unexpectedly 6 years ago now. And in honor of her, I've been thinking about, I won't get a tattoo like this one I have here. I deliberated for over 3 years before I finally did it, because I was like, if I still wanted it in 3 years, then I can get it. Because, you know, it's permanent, right? So I've been thinking about this one, about getting a cherry blossom, because the thing with cherry blossoms is they bloom and they're gorgeous, 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 but they only last around 2 weeks or so, and then they all die. And it's kind of like life. It's so short. You should enjoy it while you're there. Be in the moment. And that's what this tattoo represents. I know it looks like a less than and greater than, but what it means is, don't worry about yesterday. It's already done. Don't worry about tomorrow, because it's not promised, so be present. Somehow Harrison and I got to talking, and we were talking about cherry blossoms and tattoos, and he doesn't have a tattoo and all that stuff. And so he gave this to me for free in honor of my mom. I started crying, and then he told me a personal story about himself, which I'm not going to share because it's not my story to share. And then he gave me this, a rickshaw pin for blooming, and then he gave me these stickers. I was totally crying. We were totally bonding while we were there. He shared some things about himself. Oh my gosh, he had me crying. But it says, log out, link, ink up, right on, rickshaw, make someone's day, and he totally made my day. Look at this rickshaw cat, San Francisco, and the maker's gotta make. But Harrison and I seriously connected with him on a level, and it was a good reminder. I'm gonna cry again. It was a good reminder for me that most people are kind and generous and giving. And so I will always think of him and my mom every time I use these cherry blossom pen cases. So this is a single pen case, and then this one has the 3, and then it has more stuff that you can put here. But this is so soft, and it'll protect your fountain pens. And so while I was crying at Rickshaw, Bonnie from Blue Printery, I saw her out of the corner of my eye, but when I saw her later, she's like, I hope everything's okay. I saw you crying at Rickshaw. And so then I told her what happened, so I started crying again. Anyway, it was a whole thing. So I got a lot of cherry blossom things to remind me of my mom. Not that I need something to remind me, because I think about her every day. So someone gave me these Tired Moms Journal Club. I think it's Some Little Things, I think. I'm not sure. Tell me that's not so cute. That one is from Thousand Skies, I think. And I got this as well. Someone gave this to me. I honestly don't remember. I was talking to my girlfriend, and we were saying, oh, you know what? All these vendors, most of the vendors are Asian, blah, 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 blah. I said, yeah, I see a lot of Asian. But I go, I haven't met a Korean one yet. You know, because I'm Korean. Come to find out, simplyMKO, Megan Oshiro. I didn't know she was Korean, but when I walked by, I said, I saw this. Past the kimchi, and I was like, say what? And then I saw this. That's an ajumma. That's, oh my God. This cracks me up, because This is so ajima. It reminds me of my grandma too. And then I saw this. That's totally me, except I need a fanny pack. That's me. Isn't that hilarious? And then I saw this. This is my exact rice cooker, except mine is white. And then I saw this. I go, that looks like sundubu. She goes, it is. And I was like, what? Sundubu is my comfort food. Come to find out, she's half Korean, half Japanese. Of course, I had to get boba. And then this cracked me up. I saw that. I got this for my daughter because her and her friends are doing Bible studies together. And I thought that was so funny. And then I got this, free dog. Because we had just adopted a puppy. My daughter was begging. And one day I was so frustrated with her because she would not take her dog for a walk that I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give him back. And she started crying. Isn't that funny? Free dog. She gave this as a gift, 100% thankful. With the red pepper. You know, Koreans use this a lot. But it was so nice to meet Megan. She graduated from school and was an orchestra teacher and then went off on her own and has become quite successful. I am so proud of her. I feel like a proud mama, you know? And then I went by 2jingis2jing and she had this stamp that goes but you have to press it down 3 times and you get 3 different colors. Because I think the first time I did it, I just got one. I was like, I don't get it. And then someone showed me. And then that was her San Francisco SFStationeryFest stamp. And she gave me this. She's so cute. She wrote that for me. So I got these stickers from her. A day in San Francisco. Strawberries. My daughter, she's a strawberry lover. And I thought this was so cute, living softly. Well, I hope you enjoyed this huge ass haul video. Let me know your thoughts down below. What was your favorite? I wish I knew how to vlog. Maybe one day I'll learn how to do that. I just wanted to say thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.